Patrick, Mark Timinoff.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Doing great, doing great. We've got some other folks on the line here. The way this meeting is set up, it's in what's called Q&A mode. So you can either be muted and just listening, or if you have a question, you can unmute yourself and ask away. Typically, it works better if most people are muted. That way, you get some feedback if a lot of people are unmuted. But anyways, if anybody has any questions as we go through this, please just unmute yourself and introduce yourself and let me know what the question is, and happy to answer it any way we can. I'm going to try to keep this relatively brief. Hopefully we can get through it in 10, 15 minutes, and I know everybody's time is valuable. So I appreciate everybody joining us here this morning and to talk about this resource called GEMS, which we have a lot of people are taking advantage of right now. And so the way we're going to work this is we're going to talk about how it works and show you some of the screenshots of the service. What are the benefits and the value, and then how do you get started using this, and which is relatively simple process. But again, feel free to ask any questions as we go through, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Thanks again for everybody for joining us. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Patrick Seether, and this is my picture right there, so you can put a face with the name. So what I'm going to do here is go through some of these screenshots that show what it is. So this what we're looking at here is a dashboard view that our clients see when they log in, and it's a web-based application, so it's all it's either on your smartphone or on a laptop desktop. This is the laptop desktop version is what I call it. And we see on this dashboard, clients come in, they see information about their members with upcoming birthdays, upcoming wedding anniversaries, and some other information. We have other modules that can be used outside of just the offering that we give to GBN members, which we're going to really focus on here today is what you all get complimentary with your GBN membership. And that would be the member profile and tracking of information and preferences on members. And then we have other modules that can be utilized as well that we give GBN members preferred pricing on. And we're happy to talk to you individually about those. I'll touch on those a little bit, the order tracker, demo tracker, and task manager. But the portion that we offer to the GBN members is the member profile and member query, member questionnaires, and we'll go through this here. So this dashboard view, you would log in, and then that would take you to the member profile portion. So we create your account with your members' information. We ask for about pieces of information to start the account, which is first name, last name, member number, email, birthday, member type, and we upload that information. And it's typically about a 2-day process to get the account started. And then after that, you're kind of set up to start doing and taking advantage of the things that you can do with this program. So this is the basic member profile page, and there's a lot of information on this. You can see on this left-hand navigation here under where it says member profile and relationships, contact info. Each of these are different pages that store information about the member, and I'm just going to touch on a couple of these here. The locker area is kind of the meat and potatoes, is sort of what I call it. This is where there's information that you can store and track about what golf ball they like, the make, the model, what if they like something imprinted on it, what glove they wear, they're all the sizing information, shoes, all custom information, neck, waist, inseam, outseam. So there's a lot of information that can be stored on it, and we'll show you here momentarily how we help you collect this information. So this locker area is pretty valuable information. Then we have the clubs page, which you can go in and track the information about the golf clubs that your members play, and and kind of get some more detail on that. There's value here where you put the last regrip date in when you regrip the clubs, and then the dashboard view kicks up a name when you tell it to, whether it's 6 months or 9 months or 12 months that you want it to show up on your dashboard that that person needs their clubs regripped. So it's a way to give better service to your members, but also increase your revenue, hopefully. And then we have our favorites page, which is what their favorite football team, basketball team, custom fields if you want to store, maybe what their favorite hole at your golf course is or something like that. So there's a lot of options there. So there's all of this member profile and the ability to collect this or to store this information. And sort of the way this came about was, I have, and you probably all have different POS systems that you have or programs to try to help you do this. Well, I wasn't getting enough out of that in my own operation at my clubs that I was at, and I wanted something that was going to be more useful, more actionable information, and help me leverage that information and to provide better service and then increase sales. So having it web-based and then also just very easy to use for the staff was an important part in trying to create this program. So this way we help you collect this information is through questionnaires that you can send to your members. They would come from you. As a user, you have a user ID and a password and your emails associated with it. So when any communication you would send to your members always comes from your email and would have your logo in this top left corner here. This is our basic questionnaire, which collects two pieces of information that we recommend you send this one first, and then we follow it up with another detailed questionnaire. This one gets, it's very easy to complete. It's going to take less than probably a minute for your members to submit this, and when they do submit it, it feeds the information instantaneously back into your database of information. So, we have clubs that send these out and get, 200 people that respond to it within 24 hours, and then so it's very real time, and that information is then there for you to access and take advantage of, which I'll show you how we do that here shortly. So we have this basic questionnaire, and then we also have a detailed questionnaire. So you send this, you follow this one up from the basic one, and this one might take a few more minutes to complete, as you've got some more fields of information. Now they're not all required; they can fill out whatever they want, but you'll get what golf ball they like, what make, model, and some other information there. So I know Alex Mendez is on the line here from Butterfield, and he had great success sending this out. He sent the basic questionnaire out, then he followed up about a week later, 10 days later, with the detailed one, and I think they had 350 plus people that returned their information, and then they've leveraged that to increase their sales in the shop, which is pretty neat and kind of a neat story to talk about. So we have those two questionnaires, and we plan to add more questionnaires to help you gather other information from your members that would be useful, and then get to a point where we can customize some of those. These two are basic form questionnaires that are not customizable, but we will have that ability at some point. And so then where you can leverage that information is and make it actionable is what I would call it, because it's great to have all that information, but if you don't have a way to to make it useful and actionable, then it's really not worth anything to you. So we have in the member query area, you can go in and say, okay, well, show me for this instance, I've said, show me all my males that are size 10 shoe, and it's returned 41 members in this club that I can then send an email to, or just create a report that shows all those people and maybe have my staff contact them. So I would do this quite often to say, I want to do a lucky shoe size sale, and show me everybody I had some 10s in the shop I wanted to move out. Here was a quick way for me, took me less than a minute to do this, create an email and send an email saying lucky shoe size sale, and you're only targeting the people that you've done this query for. So there's, a lot of information that we're helping you collect, and then you can also then pare it down to say, show me everybody that plays Pro V1s, or, then this is what Alex did at Butterfield and had great success in doing a promotion on some logo golf balls he had in his shop. He said, show me everybody that plays Pro V1s, sent an email, sold 40 dozen golf balls in a day, and then he followed it up a week later and sold Pro V1Xs, sold 60 dozen. So it's it's an easy tool to use, and I would say, having the account set up, sending out the 2 questionnaires, and then doing a couple of these queries, which he sold, a good amount of golf balls, probably, and Alex, if you're on the line and want to chime in, you're welcome to, but I'm guessing it was probably about 20 minutes of his time total. So it's not a lot of effort and to get the account set up and do these things. So, and then, of course, we help you try to take more advantage of it as you do. There could be a lot of queries that can be done here about, you want to have a left-handed demo day, show me everybody that's left-handed and we're going to invite them, or show me, if you track their golf clubs, show me everybody that plays a Titleist driver and invite them out, for maybe a special showing of the new Titleist driver, or on the demo day, kind of give them a special invitation. So there's a lot of ways you can do that, and it's very beneficial, and you can get very creative with it. So there's, we help you collect the information. Then there's always one-off instances where you learn something about somebody and you can go in and just tag whatever that information is, that they're they play a FootJoy glove or something like that. So there's always staff interaction to help build that database of information, but the questionnaires are a quick and easy way. So there's, a very, very useful tool there. And then the other things that you get out of this are sizing reports. So this would be the aggregate sizing report of all, short sleeve shirts and how many small, medium, larges, XLs. Then you look at individuals, you scroll down from that and it's going to show you all the information that you have on every individual. And then you can go look and see who you don't have information on, and you can, through the member query, you can actually send the questionnaire individually to people. So you could, within a matter of a couple minutes or less, go to Julius Boros and send him an email with that questionnaire to try to collect his information. So easy ways to continue to grow that database of information. This is the club report. So within the member's profile, and we have Nick Muller at the Country Club of Lincoln is doing a lot of this right now. He's having his staff go in and put the information in about their clubs, and then what he's doing is in this note field, he'll put in, what their recommendation is for that club. Maybe it's he's playing the old Callaway FTI, and he's going to recommend that he gets a new driver, or maybe it's a recommendation of getting a new grip. So this is a PDF, they can just save it and then email it to the member. So nice personalized service, and hopefully will help him generate some incremental revenue. So there's other reports. We also have a mobile app that you can access the member profile. So very quickly you can just click on member profile, get to whichever members. If you're on the floor talking to Mrs. Palmer and you want to get to Mr. Palmer's information within a matter of seconds, you could do that as all his sizing information, his preferences, and then the other modules that we have, the order tracker, all on your mobile device that you can access there. So that was kind of a quick overview of what the program looks like and how it works. And then we talk about what does it do for you. There's the increased member engagement where, the perception that you're sending a questionnaire to get their information, that the perception there that we've heard from our clients is that, the members appreciate that you're now asking them this information and being able to track it, and then you're telling them what you're going to do with it. You're going to be able to hopefully, be a smarter buyer in the golf shop, and maybe offer them promotions based on their sizing and preference information. So, that turns into personalized service. Your ability to anticipate their needs with the access to the information. Certainly customized programs that you can create. Hopefully this is all, endearing your members to you and your golf shop. Consistent service. So, the idea that you have a program here that maybe you have an intern or a new assistant, you give him access with a user ID and a password, and, instantly he has access to all this information about the members that maybe on his first day, he's going to be able to provide better service to somebody because he knows something about them. And then the targeted marketing through sending the queries of, doing men who are size 10 shoes. I mean, that's been proven to be very, very effective in generating revenue. And then optimize inventory efficiency. So, you can know more about what your members like, and also the ability to reduce your inventory at the end of the year by targeting, somebody with a size large shirt, and you've got some that you want to get rid of, and send something to them very quickly. So, all this is what I perceive to be the value and the benefits of the program. Here's some quotes from some of our GBN users that have been receiving a lot of benefits from it. Here's Alex's quote here, where he was able to do that promotion with the Pro Vs and generate some sales. Greg Bryan's done some nice. He's written an article in PGA Magazine about the program, and he's been utilizing it for a few years. And Cameron at Press and Trail has been utilizing it for a couple of years as well. So, here's another sample list of some of our GBN members that have come on board with this. And again, it's an easy process to get started. You send an Excel file with your members' information, which we have a confidentiality agreement that says that we don't do anything with the information. It protects you. It also protects us. And we have never had any issues with. We don't do anything with that information anyways. We just host it for you and give you the ability to utilize it. And we've also made some enhancements to our site that have us on the highest level of security on the web as well. So we're protected. So yeah, we've got a lot of Royal Mayfair. They sent their questionnaire out the other day and had a great response from it. So some of the clubs that are getting a lot of value out of this. So to get started, again, what I would say is an easy process. If you can go to your POS or from your maybe your accounting can send you a file. Again, it's about 6 pieces of information, and you send that file to us. We upload your account within a couple days. You're able to send the questionnaires to your members, and then you can begin leveraging it through the reports and the member query, and then continue to grow that database of information. So, it's not a lot of work to do. Again, I would think it's probably maybe in the end going to be about 15 to 20 minutes of your time, and then it's as much as you want to go in and go to the member query and do a query every day or maybe every Tuesday or something. You're going to run a push-in for that week. So that's it's as much as you want to interact with it at that point. So. Anybody have any questions that I can answer about this, or anything that jumps out at you? Not hearing from anybody right now. Custom fields. Troy is asking about custom fields. So yeah, the custom fields are in the configuration area. You can go in and say, I want to track, what their favorite hole or what their favorite restaurant in town is, or something like that, and then you list what those restaurants are, and then it's on that custom field. And we can, we're going to have the ability to send a questionnaire based on those custom fields. We can't do that right now, but we can help you get that information by doing just a survey through like SurveyMonkey, and then upload the information. So there's other ways to do it, but once we have the ability to do it through, once we have the ability to do those questionnaires through here, custom questionnaires, it'll be a lot easier. But that'll be coming this year. and then we can obviously schedule an individual demonstration for you if anybody wants to know more about this, or that has any questions after we get off the phone here today. Certainly we can do that. So if anybody else is on the line here has any questions about what this is, again, it's available to you, complimentary, everything we've looked at here today, and easy process to get started, and probably a great time to do that, where you're kind of coming into buying season. You're probably already meeting with people, or you're going to be at the PGA show. Probably a great time to go ahead and do that. And again, it's within a matter of a few days, we could have you up and running to send out that questionnaire and leverage the information. So, so hold on, I got another question here from Alex. A routine how to handle birthdays with spouse. Yeah, so we do have a what I would say is a procedure for how do you generate revenue from, and this is what I look at. I mean, all these upcoming birthdays, that's value for the golf shop. So we do have a procedure that we say here's the best way to do that, which is 30 days out, contact. Here's Walter Hagen's birthday is coming up. Let's contact Mrs. Hagen and ask if there's anything that you can do for him. 10 days out, you're going to follow up with her. 5 days out, you're going to send him a letter. Day of, you're going to call him. So we'd have that procedure, and you might modify it within your own operation, but this tool gives you the ability to look forward to see who those people are that you can contact to hopefully place a special order or generate a sale out of your golf shop. And Todd is asking about the format for the member file. It's in Excel. So, an Excel file, and we'll follow up with everybody that's on this call with a template of that information. And, it's again, about 6 pieces of information. If you have Jonas, or I'm sure whatever POS system you have can report that out. And then you send that to us, and we upload it within a couple days. So hopefully that answered your question there, Todd. Jim's asking, any situations where there was resistance to the survey, and if so, how it was resolved? Resistance, Jim, are you asking resistance from members? Yeah, I mean, if that's the, okay. I personally haven't, because there's a couple things there. They get an email. They don't have to click on the email. If they get it, and it's going to come from you again, it's going to have a note. We help you with that note because there's a certain wording in the body of the email that can help you get more responses by telling them what you're doing and why you're doing it. But if they don't have to click on the link to go to the questionnaire, and then if they do click on it and they don't want to fill out the information, they just don't fill it out. So it's opt-in there, and then we're adding another field. Say if they want to opt out of any further questionnaires, they can do that. But again, if your members are engaged at your club, I'm not sure why they would maybe be against that, especially if you lay out what it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to buy better for the golf shop. You're trying to, maybe send them a promotion based on their shoe size. And I can tell you that when I did those, when I send like the lucky shoe size sale, I would get great response from people, not only from, hey, save me a pair, and I would sell through them, but also, hey, thanks for thinking of me. I don't need any right now, but I really appreciate you knowing my size and keep me in mind for further things. So I got great feedback from people, whether it was from a sale or just the fact that, I was, recognizing their size and offering them a promotion. So, I think that's, there's a lot of value there. Again, the perception that you're going to get from the members, I think is valuable. Now, somebody may not like the idea that you want to know their information, but you don't have to, they don't have to give that to you. So anyways, hope that answered your question there, Jim. Anybody else have any questions they want to either unmute themselves or type a question in? If not, then we'll kind of close things up here. But again, it's an easy way to get started. We'll follow up with everybody individually to see if we can help you do that. Within a few days, we could get you up and running, and we're having some great success with a lot of the clients that we're working with right now. So I appreciate everybody's time here, and if there's anything I can do for you, certainly reach out to me. And then my associate, who's also on this call, Brian Smith, will be available to answer any questions. So we'll follow up with everybody and see if we can help you, and look forward to talking to you all soon. Thanks everybody for being on the call.